We know him as a singer, actor, comedian, and game show host. He is the multi-talented Wayne Brady. But for more than 2 decades, Wayne was battling depression completely alone. And so to discuss this serious mental illness, Pfizer's chief medical officer, Dr. Freda Lewis-Hall, met up with Wayne Brady in Chicago, where he's starring in the hit musical Hamilton. Let's take a look at their very revealing conversation.
What made you tell people what you were going through, ask for help?
What made me talk about my depression was one morning, I'll never forget it. I was dropping my daughter off on a school trip. She was going away for the first time. I knew she was upset. It made me upset. It was also my 40th birthday. I had other things in the back of my mind. I'm beginning to feel lonely. I stayed in my room, going back and forth between this deep sadness and crying to being angry at myself for feeling that and not wanting to reach out. Folks were reaching out with birthday messages. I turned my phone off. So that was the day that I decided that I needed to speak out about it.
Robin Williams was somebody that you've said that you admired.
Absolutely.
Talk to me about how his death and life affected you.
I remember the morning that I heard about Robin, and that hit me like a body blow. And the thing that struck me the most is how he was found in this big house, locked in a room by himself. That's how he went, isolated. It was the 1-2 punch of going, if the loneliness and depression can take him down, and that can happen to Robin Williams, then it can definitely happen to me.
Well, please welcome Pfizer Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Freda Lewis-Hall. Well, Dr. Freda, I know Wayne Brady. He is so talented and puts on a great show when he puts on the show. I'm so glad that he's talked to you about this. How big a problem is depression in men?
Wow, it's a big one. More than 6 million men suffer from depression. Now, many of them don't recognize the symptoms, acknowledge what's happening, or seek help. And of course, that's a problem. And many are reluctant to talk about this. And then, like Wayne, they suffer in silence, kind of trying to tough it out. Less than half of men seek professional help for their depression.
I knew Robin Williams as well, and they can really cover this up for short periods of time. And when I was in private practice, I had people tell me they never knew they were depressed until they weren't, because they thought that was just life. What are some of the ways untreated depression can manifest itself in men?
In men in particular, it can show up as alcohol or substance abuse. Right. They can exhibit controlling or abusive behavior, or even risky behavior like reckless driving, for example. And you just mentioned Robin Williams. One of the deadliest consequences of depression can be suicide. And although women are more likely to suffer from depression and are more likely to attempt suicide, men are more likely to die from it. In fact, the suicide rate for American men is 4 times what it is for women, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Well, is depression in men different from depression in women?
The symptoms of depression are common between men and women. Many people experience sadness and feelings of worthlessness. They no longer are interested in things that are usually pleasurable activities. They may experience apathy, fatigue, changes in appetite, and sleep disturbances. The symptoms that are used to diagnose depression are the same for men and women. They may show up differently. Men are more likely, for example, to be withdrawn or to feel irritable or aggressive or hostile, and to experience physical symptoms like experiencing pain or frequent headaches or sexual dysfunction.
Right. Well, without treatment, depression is unlikely to go away, and it may get worse. But more than 80% of people with depression do respond to medical treatment and therapy. When Wayne Brady finally got the help he needed, it changed his life. Take a look.
You shared kind of your darkest moment, but I would love to hear your lightest moment, or one of them?
Easy.
Easy.
The day my daughter was born.
Okay.
The day my daughter was born, and in fact, I just had another one of my lightest moments here in Chicago doing Hamilton. My daughter got to see me do that. I come out on stage as Burr, and I see her out the corner of my eye. She's just screaming and she's happy. Dear Theodosia happens, where Burr is singing to his daughter. I sang the entire song to her. Wow. I sang the entire song to her. And I was just overcome.
What an amazing moment to share.
Thank you.
So your life now, what's it like? And
Life is great.
okay.
Life is great because I have life. I used to look at feeling down or being depressed or being dark as a loss, and I don't anymore because I can appreciate every single second.
If you are a man or a woman experiencing symptoms of depression, do not be afraid to speak up and seek professional help. Your health and happiness may depend on it. Dr. Freda, where can people go for more information?
Yeah, I encourage people to go to gethealthystayhealthy.com for more information on depression and other mental health resources. And a special treat, we have exclusive excerpts from my interview with Wayne Brady, who is fantastic. Yeah. And of course, while they're there, they can sign up for our monthly newsletter.
Yeah, and listen, you're going to love this website and you're going to love the newsletter. I want to thank all of my guests today, especially Wayne Brady and Dr. Freda Lewis-Hall. Our viewers just love it when you come.
Yeah. And I love being here.
We'll see you soon.